Last time, Lae'zel and Alan made some rare type of potions. It was first time for Alan to created such a high level potion. On top of that, he made 3 of them. He got shocked when he knew that the potion he just made was the heritage of Soul Temperers. He was just too shocked to know that. Next, Alan is still shocked. He can't believe his eyes. The potion he just created with Lae'zel is the Soul Temperer, and he is confused about how Lae'zel knows how to make this potion. And Lae'zel knows how to make this potion because the one who created this potion was none other than his mother. However, the potion was so powerful that it was not easy for any genius alchemy to make it. The research was ultimately banned by the Emperor due to its latent risk, and his father managed to conceal his mother's identity, the person who created that powerful potion. His mother also wished to remain forgotten. After that, she dedicated herself to research on spiritual arts, and became famous across the empire for being the genius in spiritual art. Her past as Temperer had long become a secret. Lae'zel gets ready to give the Dragon Breath potion to Alan and tells him to forget about everything that happened there today. But Alan doesn't know what this Dragon Breath potion can do exactly, because he has never seen it before. Lae'zel informs him about the benefits of the Dragon Breath potion, that after consuming it, he can absorb the surrounding power of nature to restore his energy, and many other benefits. Now Alan is happy because with this potion, he can go back to the capital's Saint Guild. Lae'zel gets disappointed in him. He is satisfied with just being a second-level seal master, and go back to the capital and live his life as a second-grade seal master, and spend the rest of his life only bearing the empty title of the capital's alchemist. This shocked Alan because by the way Lae'zel is telling him this, he is saying that Alan can grow even stronger, and that is correct. Lae'zel tells him to just stay there for 2 months, and he will make Alan a third-grade sacred seal master. But there is one condition. Alan must act as his referrer and allow him to escape the slave system. And only seal master of 2nd grade or above can become a referrer for a criminal or slaves. These slaves or the criminals have to prove their strength as a trial, and if they win, they can earn their freedom. However, they still remain under the surveillance by the authorities and their referrers, but they will essentially enjoy their complete freedom. After that, Lae'zel is on his way back to his home, while thinking that even if he possesses the power to escape from there right now, but the magical slave mark will render him as fugitive. It will be difficult for him to travel and other slaves who are with him will also get in trouble. He gets ready to rapid bump in his strength. He comes back. Mao yells at him for fighting with Captain Calder and even injured him. But Lae'zel doesn't give a crap about that captain. Mao informs him not to act all tough just because he beat that Calder, because there are many powerful people and Lae'zel is no match for them right now. He also informs Lae'zel about the captain of the Shadow Iron Squad, who has returned to Grey Rock City now, and he is not the same as that half-arse Calder. After hearing about that captain, Lae'zel gets more excited, because he is going to make that captain his stepping stone to higher strength and success. Next at the Saints Guild, Garcia is doing something with a green bean, and the president and the warlock of the Saints Guild, a 3rd grade seal master hag, is watching her performing this magic. The green bean then sprout, and that herb is called Celestial Fern. The president and hag are surprised and are praising her for showing them such an amazing street magic. She then asks them about a slave she saw earlier, and also informs them that his name was Lae'zel. But the president and hag doesn't remember having any slave in the Saints Guild. President then remembers the name Lae'zel. He remembers that Lae'zel is from the Landlot family, which shocked Garcia too. He gives her more info about Lae'zel's family background, but she already knows about anything that has to do with the Landlot family, and she is excited because that makes Lae'zel the son of the genius spiritual art master Alina. His mother was great, and Garcia is actually a fan of Lae'zel's mother. Garcia thinks of her as her most revered idol. She even met Alina once when Garcia was still a kid. And she also has her doubts that Alina might have been the legendary Temperer. Next, Alan have come to persuade the City Lord to let him be the referrer for Lae'zel. But the City Lord doesn't want Alan to do that. Garcia and Hag also comes there. His attitude changes after seeing Garcia. After that, they have the conversation of Alan being the referrer of Lae'zel, and City Lord is surprised that Alan is actually a sacred seal master. City Lord asks for the 2 guests' opinion on this matter, and Hag doesn't agree with Alan's idea, because Lae'zel is a traitor, and as the referrer, Alan will have to bear the responsibility and the consequences of acting as a referrer. And this is making Alan super mad because that old hag is picking on him, and he is also well aware of the consequences. He also refused that idea of Lae'zel because it was just too dangerous to become a referrer of a traitor. However, after hearing to Lae'zel's offer and the benefits he was getting after he can become Lae'zel's referrer was just too tempting for him. With Laisel's help, he can become a 3rd grade seal master, just like that hag who is picking on him right now. And in front of Laisel, he couldn't do anything. It was as if his will was being led by Laisel. He couldn't refuse Laisel at all. It is correct to say that Laisel made him refuse to reject. City Lord is in tough situation now, so he asks for Lady Garcia's opinion. And she thinks it will be great. She thinks if he truly possesses such powers, he can be recruited into the Grey Rock City's fighting ranks. And she thinks that the Emperor will cast a different glance upon the City Lord as well. Since Lady Garcia have said it, Hag also gets ready to take responsibility. After all, Alan is the member of the Saints Guild. However, he also has other thing to say, that if Laisel Landlot fails the trial, Alan should receive punishment as the referrer. And the punishment, Alan shall permanently expelled from the guild. Alan gets ready to take that risk. Now that everything has settled, City Lord gets ready to allow Laisel to participate in the showdown judgment to earn himself the opportunity for amnesty. And the trial will be conducted in 3 days. Next, people are shocked to see Laisel doing some magic trick too. He is making those big block of rocks floating in the air. Thanks to the Dragon Breath Potion, he is capable of deploying stronger combat. Once he regains his freedom, he is sure that his growth rate will receive an even greater boost. His combat art has reached a 2nd grade. Alchemy and spiritual art are still in novice. If you are enjoying it, then do 300 likes for next part. Next, in the Shadow Iron Squad Assembly Hall, Calder is in his all fours, in front of the captain of the Shadow Iron Squad, 3rd grade Seal Master Tiffin Apaldi. Calder tries to explain what exactly happened, but the captain doesn't have time for his explanation. He tarnished the name of the Shadow Iron Squad by getting beaten by a mere slave. And the captain also heard that Brad is trying to return to being a commoner through the showdown judgment. Once he obtained the legal identity, Calder will be in deeper mud. He orders Calder to use external force to get rid of Laisel because he can't kill him directly. After all, he is the slave of the City Lord. They will be in great trouble if they kill him. And Laisel is dreaming about the time when his grandfather was teaching him and his sister some lessons. He was cruel as F. Laisel was training and he dreamed of that dream. He gets mad for dreaming about that old son of a gun. However, he is confused because his grandfather was someone who took pride so highly. How can he betray the Empire? One of the slaves informs Laisel to go to the warehouse. His help is needed there. On his way to the warehouse, he encounters a clumsy slave girl who is asking for someone to help her with the rocks she is carrying. She looks at him with a pitiful eyes, but he totally ignores her like a true Sigma male. She jumps onto him, trying her best to make him help her, but he seems little mad after she did that stunt. Like a little pussycat, she asks for his help. The Sigma male helps that woman in need. She is so thankful to him that she even brought him some water. But Laisel finds it little suspicious. But he still drinks the water. After drinking the water, he passes out. The woman then laughs with a devilish smile saying easy peasy. Same time at the Saints Guild, Alan's alchemy room. He has finally break through to the 2nd tier of his alchemy skill. He is happy and surprised that Laisel method actually work, and is thinking that it was a wise decision to become his referrer. Then he gets mad, thinking why did he agreed to that brat? Laisel is a traitor of the Empire, and now he has become that traitor's referrer. He is confused thinking why did he ask the City Lord about that, and he didn't return to the capital right away. His regret is immeasurable. Now he wonders, no matter how he ponders about it, this isn't something he should have accepted, and Laisel is definitely bound to cause trouble. He then finally remembers those eyes. He is now super sure that Laisel must have cast some spiritual illusion on him that controlled his mind to do all those things. And now he is back to his senses because the effect are gone. Next, in a certain pub, Calder is happy that the assassin really managed to assassinate Laisel. And the assassin is the woman Laisel bumped into earlier. Calder then asks her if Laisel was carrying a blade. She informs him that there was no blade. Then suddenly her expression changes, from that dark eye to clear eye. And the vice captain seems to be poisoned from the beer he just drank. The lady, she comes back to her senses and is confused thinking how is this possible. Then she remembers, she killed him with her poison. She put some poison in the water Laisel drank and was making fun of Laisel and making sure he dies. Then Laisel used the same eyes method he used on Alan. The lady's eyes also changed after that. After that, she just became a doll that follows his orders. And he already knew that she was an assassin because when she jumped on him earlier, she was reeking of poison. Since they resort to such ruthless act, he also got ready to return the same favor. And this is the result of the favor. Vice Captain is dead, and the assassin is captured. And Laisel is tired because using that spiritual art on people took a toll on him too. Lady Garcia then comes to him, and she wants to talk with him, and what she wants to talk with him. But Lasil is made because he just dealt with one assassin and they have already sent another one. Next, the slaves are cooking their food while talking about Lasil, who is participating in the showdown judgment. And Xiaomai is shocked by this news, and Garcia is informing Lasil that this showdown judgment will not be easy for him. But Lasil is having trouble remembering her, which shocked her. She informs him that she is Fina Garcia, an alchemist of the Royal Saints Guild. After hearing that he finally remembers her, this makes her nose sharp, thinking he remembered her because of her status as the genius of the Royal Saints Guild. But that was not the case. He remembered her as the meddlesome woman, and now she is mad. And Lasil is confused about what she is doing there. She is overflowing with sacred seal energy, a 4th grade seal master. After that, she informs him that this showdown will not be easy because the chief examiner this time is Sir Hag of the Saints Guild, a 3rd grade seal master. But Lasil is not scared of him. He is sure that he can win. But this is not going to be that easy because Hag is an elite user of dark alchemy. Lasil also starts to think that this is not going to be easy because unlike combat arts, alchemy isn't battle-centric. But dark alchemy is totally another story. And he is also confused about why this lady came this far to just tell him this. She gets a little embarrassed and informs him that she just wants to lend a hand to help him a little. But still Lasil is confused about why is she going this far. She informs him that she is just an admirer of his talent and like to see him free. If that's the case, Lasil jumps at her. Not like that. This surprises her. He then asks her to lend him some money. Boy, he is something else. Now the sun is setting and Lasil is definitely sure that Garcia is hiding some motives behind all the flattery. And Xiaomai was waiting for him outside his place. The dinner time was over, but she reserved some for him. That put a smile on his face. He thanks her. Then she informs him that she heard that he will be free from slavery soon. And she is happy that he will be free, because he's been going on and on about breaking free from slavery since day one and have been striving for it. Even though she is happy, but she is also sad because he will leave from there, leaving her behind, leaving troublesome burden like her behind. She uses some sharp words, but Lasil tells her not to worry. He will never leave her behind alone, because she is like a sister to him. He gets ready to make arrangements to redeem her. This turns her face into red tomato, and Lasil is surprised that his words moved her to tears. At night, everyone is sleeping, but our boy is not. He is thinking about the trial, which is going to be harsher than he first expected. So he gets ready to increase his strength and make another breakthrough. And to do that, he train harder, massage harder, eat harder. And finally the showdown judgment day came. Slaves are cheering for Lasil to obtain his freedom. And City Lord is shocked that those slaves are actually cheering for Lasil. Alan have also come there, and he doesn't seem that well, and he has come there to give back the sword Alan trusted to his care. Sir Hag also comes down. Alan asks Lasil to not to lose to that prick of an old hag, because his future hinges on this battle of Lasil. Hag tells him to just give up, because he will never let Lasil pass this trial. If he let Lasil through this trial again, the guild will be tied with a traitor of the empire again. This makes Lasil mad because that puny dwarf said again. That dwarf is saying that his father dragged the guild down. Old Hag tells him that's correct, and that is why he is safeguarding the Saints Guild's pride. Both parties releases their strong auras. The City Lord begins the showdown judgment. And it seems like Lasil's journey ahead for Lanlot's lineage won't be smooth sailing even if he breaks free of slavery. And if that's the case, he gets ready to let him experience the wrath of the Lanlot's bloodline. On the other hand, Hag also takes out 2 talisman. Lasil gets shocked to see those talisman. Then some kind of thing comes out from the talisman, and those are the Dark Devils. Now the fight begins. Thank you guys for watching. Just kidding. Next, in front of Lasil are 2 big Dark Devils. People are shocked to see that. Now they don't think that Lasil stand a chance against those beasts. He's a dead meat. Garcia is also surprised to see that, and now she wonders how will Lasil handle this. But Lasil doesn't seem to be surprised because that alchemy skill was invented by his mother, Alina. The spellcaster is required to continuously infuse magical power into the summoned beast to maintain its movements, which means if he can defeat the caster, the 2 devils will fade from existence. But the caster is also inside the dark shield, which is making things difficult for him. The bull charges at him and lands a strong blow, but he dodges it by jumping in the air. Then the horse attacks him. Since he is in the midair, Hag is sure he won't be able to dodge it, and he was not planning to dodge it. He takes the hit head on. But nothing happens. He even lands safely. And with this he has finally understands something. The bull is skilled in combat arts, and the horse face wild's magic. Combined with alchemy powers, they unite as one Trinity Sage. But that is nothing in front of him, because he is the real Trinity Sage. The bull charges towards him again. He too uses his combat art to counter-attack, but the bull sent him flying in the air once again. Since he is in the air, the bull throws another of its magic spell, but this time, Lae'zel uses his inner peace technique and sends the spell back at Hag. He gets blasted by his own spell, which makes old Hag mad and gets ready to attack Lae'zel with another spell of his. But the bull slashes the horse with its huge weapon. It roars back at its own master, and the shield have also started to dissipate. Lae'zel tries to slash Hag with his sword, but he dodges Lae'zel's stroke. City Lord is shocked to see why the bull slayed its own partner, and Garcia is shocked to see that, because that was illusion. Now she is sure that Lae'zel knows spiritual arts. But Hag is not done yet. He gets ready to use his trump card now. The bull gets ready to use that trump card. Since Hag is using his trump card, Lae'zel also gets ready to use his trump card, the combat art, Divine Heavenly Sword. Everyone is shocked to see such an immense power, and Garcia is also shocked because with this, she is sure that he is not just a first-grade seal master. And they were also shocked because his sword has become bigger like a Staz sword from Black Clover. He slashes the bull with single slash, the bull dissipates and the match is over. Hag admits his defeat and announces that Lae'zel have passed the Shown judgment. And from today onwards, the charges against you shall be dropped, and your civilian status will be restored as a resident of Greyrock City. Everyone is happy for him. He was about to say that I'm no longer a slave. Some people comes there shouting objection. And it's the Shadow Iron Squad captain, who is refusing to accept the Showdown Judgment's outcome. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, then watch this next video. Also like and subscribe for more and stay tuned because next is going to be a big kaboom.